Well, I think we've been building a parenting team for 5 years before we were ready to have a baby. And if you put us together and we had never discussed having a kid together, that would be a disaster trying to turn us into a parenting team. But we had a lot of things sorted out in terms of ways that we wanted to raise our kid, and ways that I was raised that were different from her that we had to fight on a little bit, and then we compromise in the middle or one of us wins. We're pretty open to changing our views when needed and when the other has a good point or needs help or whatever it is.
Yeah, being open-minded about it and listening to each other is so important. And I mean, I would say just like a really basic example is sleeping in. Like little things like he loves to sleep in, and I do too, of course, but like at first it was like, oh, Kristen's got the baby, she's awake in the morning, she's awake at 6, and I'll go feed her and do all the things. So that like maybe in his mind gave him permission to just like sleep in until I said, Daddy's let's wake Daddy up. But and even that, like, that was hard, and me bringing it up without being frustrated. When I'm in the moment, it's really frustrating. So me going in there and being like, hey, wake up, buddy. So just like learning to talk about things when you're maybe not in the moment of that like really heightened, frustrating time, and just like taking note of it and being like, okay, this is something that we need to really talk about when we're feeling good and can communicate better, for sure. But so we talked about it, and now he's get up and he'll be like, I got her, and he'll just shut the door and just
that's actually kind of become our routine, is that I put her to bed, you do most of the in the middle of the night stuff, but if she's getting up a few times, I'll usually handle a middle shift, and then in the morning I will take the first shift and get her up, give her a bottle, and sometimes I've even been able to get her down for her first nap before you wake up.
Which is huge, but we didn't, that's not what happened when she was first born. It was, there were some frustrating times getting there and talking about it and realizing, hey, I've been up all night and I'm up in the morning and you're still sleeping, and that's really hard for me. And of course,
Well, and I sleep like a log. I can sleep through her crying, and I can sleep through you getting up 6 different times, and I'll wake up and say, she slept great last night, huh? And then I get the death stare. So I had to really also say, you have to wake me up if it's my turn. Yeah. Because...
So me not hoping that he'll just do it, but also learning to ask and say, hey, I really need this from you, and then him being able to do it and not just assuming that he knows.
I've never fought you on it.
That's true. That's true.